The wall beside your bunk shivers. Not a violent crash, a long metallic scrape, then a tremor beneath the mattress. Your 10-year-old sister opens her eyes. The electric light remains on. The engines have stopped, but no alarm rings. Outside, passengers laugh nervously. Your ticket is inside your coat, promising a new life in America. You do not know it yet, but the Iceberg has already won. Your mission? Get your sister from the lower third-class decks to a lifeboat. You have 2 hours and 40 minutes before Titanic disappears. Your useful time is shorter. It is 11:40 at night. You pull on trousers and reach for your coat. One passenger says a propeller broke. Another says the ship touched ice. A steward tells everyone to remain calm. Waiting feels reasonable. Titanic is enormous, brightly lit, and almost level. A sinking ship should look like a sinking ship. This one does not. You can wait for orders, collect your bag, or move upward with almost no information. You grab the coat, leave the bag, and wake your sister fully. That decision saves minutes. Other passengers are still dressing. Some carry blankets, boxes, and luggage. Abandoning everything they own feels more foolish than waiting. But seawater is already entering several forward compartments faster than the pumps can remove it. Titanic's watertight walls do not rise high enough to seal each section completely. As the bow settles, water can spill into the next compartment. The ship is drowning through its own interior. Your sister asks where the lifeboats are. You do not know. Third-class passengers live near the ends of the ship, far from the boat deck. Corridors, stairways, crew spaces, and class divisions become a maze at night. There is no movie villain locking one iron gate. The real trap is distance, unfamiliar routes, language differences, weak instructions, luggage, and disbelief. A steward calls for life belts and gathers women and children. You follow him toward a stairway. The group moves slowly. A mother turns back for another child. An elderly man refuses to leave his trunk. Others argue because the open deck feels more dangerous than the warm ship. You reach a class barrier. It is open, but the route beyond is unfamiliar. Following the steward is slower. Breaking away may save time or send you into a dead end. You stay with the group, your saved minutes disappear. After midnight, a crewman gives your sister a cork-filled life belt. You tie it around her coat, then take one. She asks whether the ship is sinking. You say no. The lie keeps her moving. Higher up. Warm corridors give way to freezing wind. Your breath becomes visible. The ocean is black, flat, and close to the freezing point of salt water. People are entering boats, but there is no single loading system. Officers on opposite sides interpret women and children first differently. Some boats leave with empty places because passengers fear the dark sea, and the crew still lacks urgency. Then you see the truth hanging from the davits. Titanic carries 20 lifeboats, with space for about 1,178 people. More than 2,200 passengers and crew are aboard. Even if every seat is filled, hundreds have no place. Your mission changes. You are no longer trying to find 2 seats. You are trying to secure one for your sister. A distress rocket explodes white above the funnels. No rescue ship appears. Wireless operators are calling for help, but the nearest responding vessel is hours away. Titanic will not remain afloat that long. The deck slopes beneath your boots. The bow is lower. Music and shouted orders mix with steam roaring from the funnels. Electric lights still glow, creating the illusion that the ship remains under control. A boat is loading on the starboard side. The crowd closes around it. You can force your sister forward and risk losing her, or keep hold of her and miss the launch. You kneel, place the ticket in her glove, and make her look at you. Then you lift her above the shoulders around you. Hands pull her toward the rail. For 1 second, you lose sight of her. The boat begins descending. A sailor shouts that there is room for another passenger. On the starboard side, adult men may enter when no more women are immediately waiting. You climb through before the order changes. The boat drops toward A deck, where more passengers enter. Your sister is pressed between coats and life belts, but she is alive and you are beside her. Then the ropes stop. Water pouring from Titanic pushes your boat beneath another lifeboat being lowered above you. It is coming down onto your heads. Men shout. Someone produces a knife. Crew members cut the ropes while oars push against the hull. The rope parts. Your boat slides away just before the other reaches the water. From the sea, Titanic no longer looks unsinkable. Her bow sinks deeper. The stern rises, lights flicker and vanish. At 2:20 in the morning, the ship breaks apart and disappears. The sound that follows is hundreds of people calling from the water. Some boats hesitate to return, fearing desperate swimmers may overturn them. In near-freezing seawater, cold shock steals breath and movement quickly. A life belt keeps you floating. It does not keep you warm. Your sister asks whether those people will be rescued. This time you do not answer. The waiting lasts until a green light appears in the darkness. Carpathia has arrived. Your sister returns the damp ticket. Hours ago, it promised passage to America. Now it is only paper. You survived because you moved before certainty arrived, abandoned what could be replaced, followed a plausible route, and accepted separation before the final panic. Most people aboard Titanic did not die because they ignored one obvious warning. They died inside a chain of small delays, incomplete information, social rules, distance, cold, and lifeboats that could never hold everyone. The ticket still carries your destination. But by sunrise, the only journey that matters is the few hundred meters between the sinking ship and one wooden boat.